Gary, we're heading to Lincoln City this weekend after another good point on the road at Rotherham. How beneficial is this week without a midweek game been to the players?
Yeah, it's been really important. I think it's been quite a hectic schedule recently. We have a chance now the next 2 weeks, Saturday. We can recover, get the players ready for a big push, 10 games to go, a lot of points to play for still. And it's been important we recover. And then we've trained really hard yesterday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. Today started kind of real preparations for Saturday and another really difficult game, another long away trip, which we have to be ready for.
And Lincoln scored 9 in their last 2 home games, I think, so they're obviously a team in form at the moment.
Yeah, they're a really efficient team. They are a very well coached team, clear identity. They know how they win games. They put you under a lot of pressure. We lost a really tight game there last season that could have went either way. We had a few chances just before they scored. So we know what to expect, but yeah, we'll have to be at our very best if we want to get something from the game. They are in form. They've won games quite convincingly at home, so we have to be prepared for that.
What do you remember about the home game against them earlier in the season? A 0-0 draw. It just seemed like 2 teams that frustrated each other.
Yeah, I think we probably cancelled each other out that day. I think it was a frustrating game. We were obviously missing some international players in that game, and it was a long time ago, but I think a point was probably a fair result in the day. And I think we are quite evenly matched teams. It's a game where we want to continue the form we've been on. We want to keep picking up points. We want to keep the unbeaten run going, but it's a game where we'll have to be at our best to try and get something from the game.
And 2 of those international players, Ilmari and Josh, weren't available for that game. They're both available for this one. As disappointed as they may be not to be with their national teams, you must be delighted that they're with us.
Yeah, delighted. I think Josh has been outstanding. I can't believe he's not been called up. He's been scoring goals. Obviously in the FA Cup, he was probably top scorer in that competition still. And he's been scoring goals, leading the line for us, playing a lot of minutes. He's shown at his age he's still capable of playing Saturday. So we're delighted with how he's playing and delighted we've got him for the weekend. And Ilmari has been in and out the team recently, but another player that we're delighted we've got to be available for a big game.
How is the squad availability looking for this one? Obviously we know that Ed and Joel are away with Wales at the moment.
Yeah, they're away, and we wish them well in the games that they're playing. Ben has recovered from his illness that he had and missed the game. It was unfortunate. He picked it up overnight on the Friday, felt terrible on the Saturday morning and couldn't play, but he's trained this week. Woods has had a little bit of something probably similar, and he hasn't managed to train until today, so he missed Tuesday, Wednesday training. So we'll assess everyone today, tomorrow, and pick the squad and be prepared for, like I said, another long trip and a difficult game.
Piers Sweeney obviously had a setback with his injury. Can you give us a bit of an update on that?
He's had a calf problem that he's came back from. He's had a long-standing hip problem that is going to need surgery. So I'm not entirely sure. I think it's next week or the week after he will get surgery on that and be back fit for pre-season. So yeah, he'll be out for the rest of the season.
More talk about Jay Bird. He seems to be endearing himself well to the Rochdale fans, I'm hearing up there on that loan spell, 3-3. Obviously he started that loan spell really well. You said you wanted him to go away and score goals. He's doing exactly that.
He is, yeah. I spoke to him last night. I went to the game, me and Perks went to the game on Tuesday, which they lost 3-2. But yeah, he scored again. I think it's been very good for him. He looks fit, he looks strong, he looks confident. And the more goals he can score there and kind of build not only his confidence but his game time, his minutes on the pitch, I think is really good for his development. So long may that continue.
I think you spoke initially with that, Rowan. You said that you want him to go away and perhaps bring him back ready for the run-in. Is that something you consider, or are you happy for Jay to stay there for the rest of the season?
We will just keep looking at that on a week-to-week basis. He has to go for 28 days, I think it is minimum. And yeah, we'll assess that, what's best for Jay, what we need for the club here. Obviously, so many different things can happen, but right now we're delighted with what Rochdale have done with them. We have a great relationship with their manager, Jim McNulty. So yeah, we'll keep in contact. We're happy with what he's doing now, and we're going to leave him there for the moment.
Just finally, it's EFL Youth Development Week, and over the last few days and weeks we've been speaking to some of the academy players. We've spoken to Sonny Cox today. This is a real opportunity this week for our football club to show exactly what we are all about, which is nurturing those youth players into first team players.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant what we've done over the years, the young players that have come through our club, and been huge successes for Exeter, but also then moved on to different teams in the Football League. Obviously, Ollie Watkins, the kind of pin-up player of the Premier League of England, and he's one of our own. So it's brilliant what our academy do. I think it was a genius decision to keep the academy going way back when the financial difficulties were in. It would have been very easy to say that's something that we need to kind of cut costs with. I think it was Julian Tagg, or he tells me it was him. So I'll give him a little credit for that, because it has been something that has been huge for this football club to get it back going again, and ultimately still look to try and develop players and bring players into the first team like Sonny Cox has done this year, Jake Richards, and so many others. I think it's a brilliant thing. I love working with young players. I love trying to get players better and to give them a career in the game, whether it's with Exeter or somewhere else. It's a huge passion of mine, of the coaching staff, and of everyone at the football club. So it's a great week for us to celebrate that.